Again, we're talking to author Thomas Fellows, who joins us from Houston. Thomas has written a book, one of his self-help books, Alone at the Lunch Table, How to Rise from Rejection. Thomas, who in your life perhaps has been rejected and as a result turned out to be quite successful?
I think if you look at Martin Luther King Jr., who was rejected, who wasn't allowed to be in the same restaurant as white people, or drink at the same water fountain, or use the same restroom, so forth. And his non-violent movement was huge, because people were expecting black people to rise up against the whites. And what he did was genius, and his nonviolent movement, and it was able to really get at the white people and get them rights. And of course, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, the fact that a black president got elected in 2008 is pretty monumental, I would say. So I think he did a good job of being rejected, but ultimately not taking no for an answer. But he was very creative in how he went about, having success when he was rejected.
We're talking, again, you talk a lot about rejection. Is it sometimes detrimental if someone has never been rejected?
Yes, because eventually you're going to be rejected. And the Sirigami talks about in First Rate Madness how going through pain can actually be a vaccine for more pain in the future. So I know many people who have been rejected, who have a legacy to protect. And when I wrote my first book, it's hard to believe it's been 5 years ago I published it. I took a risk in publishing that book. I could have easily failed. But because I didn't have a legacy to protect, I wasn't, afraid to try something new. And that's part of, having an openness to experience, personality trait, which can lead to success.
Real quick final question. What do you think, what makes a great writer, Thomas?
The ability to read, and read a lot, and reread things, because then you're memorizing, the important form that the person is using. And, going back to my last book, Listen Up, Seek Enough Advice So One Day You'll Be Giving It. Like David Brooks talks about in The Second Mountain, all I'm doing is using what other writers have done. I rarely make, original points myself. So I trick people into thinking I'm really smarter than I am.
And again, real quick, where can I get the book?
At Barnes & Nobles throughout Indiana, and also on Amazon.
Thomas Fellows, author, and the latest book, or one of his latest books, Alone at the Lunch Table, How to Rise from Rejection. Thomas, as always, thanks for being our guest.
Yes, and I hope to be back to talk about another book called When You See It, Belief in the Uncertainty, which talks about not judging a book by its cover.
Hey, thank you. We'll look forward to it. And folks, Thank you for watching. As always, we hope this day continues to be well. In the meantime, take care, and we'll see you the next time for Midday with Mike.